If you own a Mustang, more than likely sometime in your ownership, you may have to drop the fuel tank. Luckily, here at LateModelRestoration.com, we have all the parts that you might need whenever you're working on your fuel system. Now, before we get started with dropping that fuel tank, you want to make sure that you either time it to where your tank is empty, or if your fuel pump has gone out, go ahead and use a siphon pump to drain as much fuel out as you can. That way it'll make your job easier. Now, the first thing you need to know about removing your fuel tank, safety gear. Wear gloves, safety glasses. You're messing with fuel, so you don't want to take any chances. Go ahead and open up your fuel door, remove the fuel cap, and then remove the 3 retaining screws that hold the filler neck to the filler box using a 10mm nut driver. Once you get your fuel cap off, you want to come up to the front to the fuel rail and access your Schrader valve. What you'll want to do there is relieve the fuel system pressure. That way, whenever you get underneath the car to remove the fuel lines, you won't have gas spraying everywhere. Remove the cap, depress the Schrader valve, and have a towel handy to catch the fuel that comes out. Now, with the car properly supported in the air, you want to come underneath, remove the single 5/16 retaining screw that holds on the filler neck support, and then remove the 4 10mm headed retaining screws that hold the rubber seal to the trunk floor. This will allow you to wiggle the filler neck from the tank and up out of the way so we can pull the tank down. Now, to remove the filler neck from the fuel tank, sometimes you can just wiggle it right out, sometimes you have to drop the tank. Now, if you're in this situation like we are, you want to properly support the tank. If you're working on the floor, you can use a floor jack or have a buddy around just to help keep you from dropping it. Alright, go ahead and remove the 2 1/2-inch bolts that hold the fuel tank straps to the car. Then lower the tank slightly and shift it over toward the driver's side of your car. Then you can grab hold of the filler neck and wiggle it out of the fuel tank. Go ahead and remove your supply and return line. Use a fuel line disconnect tool on the return side and have your drain pan in place to catch any gas. Go ahead and use a small flat blade screwdriver to remove the plastic clip that holds the supply line to the fuel filter. Now go ahead and remove the vapor line from the metal hard line. No gas will come out of this line. Now you can disconnect the electrical connector. Now you can go ahead and lower the tank out of the car. Now that the fuel tank's on the ground, you can go ahead and clean everything up and perform whatever service it is you need to do. Regardless, pick up one of our 5.0 Resto fuel neck filler seals because these are damaged every time you take them apart. Now, for more fuel system parts and installation videos, check out LateModelRestoration.com.